Yekaterina Makina, one of the 140,000 people from the South-Kazakhstan region who engaged in the Second World War. She came back safe and sound. Since 70 years after the great victory, radio operator Yekaterina Makina lives in Shymkent, and she already has celebrated her 90th anniversary. Yekaterina Andreevna studied only 7 classes at school. According to her, there were hard times when she was a child. When the war began, a 17-year-old girl was studying in a technical college. When her father went off to the war, their 11 family members left at home. She had to leave the college and go to radio operator's course. After registering for service, Yekaterina went to Tashkent on radio telegraphic courses. In 1944, she went to the front.
Присвоили мне в Ташкенте звание гвардии сержант.
I was awarded a rank of a sergeant of the guards in the army, and we were sent. We came and I was transformed into landing force. When I was in the landing force, during 6 months, I made 160 parachute jumps. We were trained for landing in the rear, and just in one night in 1944, we were reformed to the infantry and were directed to Poland. The 103rd Guards Rifle Division, Field Service Company. I was engaged in communication with regiments. Together with military forces, Yekaterina Andreevna went almost through all of Europe on foot. According to the veteran, there were tough times. Sometimes they did not sleep for days without any food. You have no idea, within 4 months, 5 states. How did we go? Day and night on foot. I was working. I rather sat all day on the floor. There were no proper conditions. And as long as I was replaced by a top sergeant, I fell under a birch tree and found myself sleeping. Cannot remember anything. Shooting, fight goes on, and I do not need anything. Sleep was the only thing that I needed by that time. The woman remembers all the events of those times in detail, and to this day she shudders of fear. According to her, nobody can forget such things. Death was everywhere. During the fights, she has often been the witness to the death of her comrades in arms. Once 2 fragments flew through a woman that just changed me. I sprang up to her, and she looks at me and that's it. Her eyes closed and she is dead. You're just talking to a comrade in arms and he is killed on your eyes. That is really scary. The first time I was near to go mad, I was scared. War is scary, God forbids. Company where Makina served learned glad news about the great victory when there were 120 kilometers left to Prague. Can you imagine what happened there? We cried, danced and sang. We were happy that we would go home. We were incredibly happy. Can you believe? This was the victory. Of course, there was almost 5 years on foot. We were so happy that I cannot explain that.